We're going full Inception mode. We're looking at Season 1 Episode 2 of Rick and Morty, Lawnmower Dog. I've got 15 references you might not have noticed, from Freddy Krueger ripoffs to secret Justin Roiland lore. Let's dive in. The title of this episode, Lawnmower Dog, it's a direct nod to Lawnmower Man, a movie where a scientist gives a mentally challenged gardener super intelligence, only for him to go full villain mode.
Thought the whole point of having a dog was to feel superior, Jerry. If I were you, I wouldn't pull that thread.
The classic, whoopsie, we gave a simple mind god powers, which tracks with what happens when you give Snuffles a helmet. There's also a possible reference to Lawn Dogs, a movie about a hypocritical, upper-class society that pretends to have moral superiority while actually being selfish and corrupt. Sound familiar? That's basically how Snowball, aka Snuffles, starts to see humans. The subplot of Rick and Morty entering Mr. Goldenfold's dreams and then dreams inside those dreams, it's a big ol' nod to Inception.
Nice, Mrs. Pancakes. Real nice.
Next week on the days and nights of
Layers of dreams? Check. Characters not knowing that they're still in the dream? Check. Rick literally referencing the movie? Double check.
It's just like that movie that you keep crowing about.
You talking about Inception?
That's right, Morty. This is gonna be a lot like that, except, you know, it's gonna maybe make sense.
It's all Inception, but with a portal gun. This is a quick blink and you might miss it detail. There's a poster for The Addicts, a British punk rock band hanging in Summer's room. She doesn't say a word about it, but it's there. Enter Scary Terry. He's an explicit parody of Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yo, Scary T, don't even trip about your pants, dog. Here's a pair on us, fool.
Oh, bitch.
Complete with the voice, the outfit, and the dream rules. And the catchphrase. Except instead of "you're mine now," it's
You can run, but you can't hide, bitch.
a masterclass in parody. Mr. Pancake's dream? That weirdly sensual party with masks and fancy clothes?
This is pretty weird.
Don't judge, Morty.
Okay.
That's a reference to Eyes Wide Shut. Erotic mask parties and psychological discomfort, that's Rick and Morty's bread and butter. Snuffles, Snowball, isn't just being picky with the names.
Do not call me that. You shall now call me Snowball.
His preferred name is a callback to Snowball from Animal Farm. Both are characters tired of being mistreated by humans, and both led a rebellion. Just trade pigs and horses for cyborg dogs with laser eyes. In one scene there's a surreal moment where dogs are, yes, literally playing poker. It's not just a weird animation, this is a nod to the classic Kisschi painting, or however you spell his name. Even includes the slow motion sound effect from the $6 Million Man. While watching a dog-centric documentary, Snuffles sees a dog playing basketball. Yes, this is a shout out to Airbud, the timeline where dogs play sports. When the episode cuts to the dog planet at the end, Rick drops a line that implies that this is actually an alternate version of Dog World, an unaired pilot that Justin Roiland pitched before Rick and Morty.
I wonder what it'll be like, Rick.
I think it'll be great, Morty. You know, it could be developed into a very satisfying project for people of all ages. I mean, I'd watch it, Morty, for at least 11 minutes a pop.
Even Snuffles' name's confusion, Rick calling him Ruffles,
All right, Ruffles. What's his name?
Snuffles.
lines up with the original pilot's main character name. Snuffles' rise to power has a big Rise of the Planet of the Apes energy. A human gives him super intelligence, he gains sentience, he takes over, but just like Caesar, he still has emotions tied to his original human family. By the way guys, subscribe to this channel and also like the video if you're enjoying what you're seeing. I'm gonna do every single episode of Rick and Morty. If you thought dream logic was weird, wait until you hear this. The episode actually inverts the dream-death mechanics from Inception and A Nightmare on Elm Street. In Inception, dying wakes you up. In Elm Street, dying in the dream means dying in real life. But in Rick and Morty, Rick says, if you die in someone else's dream, you die for real.
But we can't get killed. If you get killed in someone else's dream, you die for real, Morty.
Yet when Scary Terry kills someone in a dream, they just wake up, so maybe just don't overthink it. Finally, a small detail. Mr. Goldenfold has a pin-up poster of a black woman in his home. This is very similar to the one that Dick Halloran has in his room in The Shining. It's a subtle, small, and creepy detail, just like the rest of the dream sequence. And that's Lawnmower Dog, where we learn the dreams are scary, dogs are smarter than us, and Justin Roiland might still be holding on to a pilot idea from years ago. If you see anything more, or notice anything that I missed, let me know in the comments.